Hello everyone, it's time to start this video, and today I'm going to be doing a 24-hour readathon. Normally when people do this, they do it for 24 hours, so like they start at 10 a.m. and they read till 10 a.m. the next day. So the thing that I want to do is I'm just not going to count sleep as part of the 24 hours. It's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna stop rambling and let's get to reading. Hello everyone, so it's time to read the first book, and I'm starting out with Silver in the Wood by Emily Tesh. I am 26% into the book, which I felt like happened really quickly, but this book is like 100 pages long, and it is really interesting. It is kind of like a fantasy that is mostly set in the woods, and there are dryads and fairies, and the forest is kind of alive, and it kind of reads as a fairy tale. The writing is really nice and descriptive, and I'm really enjoying it. Basically, the main character is actually someone that people have told stories of, and he is kind of like a myth, this supposedly scary wild man who lives alone in the woods, and he eats raw meat and, you know, things like that. So he's kind of a legend. I'm not sure what the correct word is for that. This man, whose name is Henry Silver, he kind of runs into him. I think they were gonna have a romance. It's really interesting and really unique. I have not read anything like this before. So it's time for an update. I finished reading Silver in the Wood, and I think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. Everything I said earlier basically stayed the same. It just read as a fairy tale, and it was really beautiful, and there were some things that were really unexpected that happened that had me a little bit shook, so I really enjoyed it. It managed to do quite a lot in such a short amount of pages. It's a really calm book in a way, and it moves kind of slowly, and it happens over the course of a few years. But at the same time, I felt like it read really quickly, and there wasn't a time that I was bored. I was just really invested in the story, and I was so invested in the 2 main characters, despite it being so short, and it really made me want to read more novellas like this. And I have made some progress with another book, and I started a graphic novel, and it's called The Wicked and the Divine. It's by Kieran Gillen, Jamie McKelvey, Matt Wilson, and Clayton Cowles, and I am like 26% into the book, and I'm not entirely sure how I can describe it to you. On Goodreads it says that every 90 years, 12 gods incarnate as humans. They are loved, they are hated, and in 2 years they are dead. They also kind of like become pop stars and stuff, and so far, I am absolutely obsessed with the art. It is stunning. It's incredible. I love the colors, and just the character design is absolutely excellent. It is so pleasing to look at, and it's definitely super interesting. I love books about gods and things like that, like fuck yeah. So I am really enjoying it. I'm just not quite sure what I'm reading exactly, if that makes sense. Then I actually want to get to Imagine Me by Tahar Mafi. So I didn't want to start with it because I understand that, you know, it's like a sequel, it's the last book in the series, and that's not always the most entertaining to like watch. Yes, we're gonna get to that. I really want to like document my experience reading it, but I might get to this early tomorrow or just sometime after I actually read some books that, you know, are like first books or standalones. I'm about halfway through. There is quite a bit of gore in this book, and it definitely could look worse. Like, I personally am not someone who can handle disgusting things, but yeah, I can handle it. Like, it's not crazy, but I'm pretty sure that this is definitely an adult graphic novel series. I'm really enjoying it. I still don't really know what's happening, but I'm having fun. So I finished the volume 1 of Wicked and the Divine. I really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give this book 4 stars as well. Again, I'm not over the art style. It is absolutely stunning. Probably maybe even my absolute favorite art style that I've ever seen in graphic novels. And like I kind of said earlier, the plot, I wasn't necessarily confused, but if I had to describe you the entire plot, I would have no idea how to do that. It is definitely a little bit confusing, and so much is happening, and it's a little bit too much to completely understand in a graphic novel, but it was really unique and really fun and gripping, and I read it super quickly, and I'm definitely going to be reading all the other volumes. The only sad thing is that only the first one is on Kindle Unlimited, and the rest is really expensive, so I can't read that right now, but I really enjoyed this. I'm not sure what I'm gonna read next, so I need to think about it, decide, and then I'll update you. So I might take a quick break of like watching YouTube or something, and I also want a snack, so it's time for an update. So I watched Chandler Ainsley's new video, which was really, really fun. I love her channel so much. Definitely recommend it if you haven't checked her out yet. It is time to read again, and I decided to read The Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levan Sellers. So I've only read like 30 pages so far, and it's available on Scribd as an ebook. And I read The Shadows Between Us and adored it. And so I have been wanting to read more of Trisha Levan Sellers' books, and it's only like 300 pages, and I feel like I could read it really quickly. Hello everyone, so I need a break, so I'm gonna have a snack, and Fadwa from Word Wonders actually just put up a new video, so I'm gonna watch that, just chill for a bit, take it easy, and then get back to The Daughter of the Pirate King. But I did get to 20% of the book, and I'm really enjoying it. It is about a daughter of the Pirate King who basically allows this ship of pirates to kidnap her so that she can steal a map that they have on their ship. Then there's gonna be a romance between her and one of the pirates, and it's definitely like a book where the characters are very morally gray, and it's really fun so far. It's definitely pretty quick to read and really fun. There's a ton of fun banter, and I think that I'm really gonna enjoy the book, so it's time for another update. It is quite a while later. I watched a little bit of YouTube, and I actually started reading another book, which is George by Gino. So I have this on audio, and I really wanted to have an audiobook to give my brain a little bit of a break. And plus, the audiobook is less than 3 hours. I don't want to say I'm enjoying it, because it's heartbreaking, but basically it's a middle grade book, and it's about a trans girl. She knows that she's a girl, but everyone around her, perceives her as a boy. There are just so many little moments when people around her misgender her and everything, and It is kind of heartbreaking and frustrating and sad in a subtle way. Like, it's not throwing it in your face. It's just that the main character is just hurting so much, and every day there's just something that hurts her, and it's just so. It's making me feel a lot of feelings. But it is an amazing book. Like, I feel like it's done so well, and middle grade is something that I feel like the booktube community has been discovering a little bit more, that like, and reading a little bit more, because there's so much power in middle grade, and there are so many diverse, extremely important middle grade books that everyone can enjoy, and this one is such an important book, and it was actually published in 2015. It's incredible how powerful middle grade can be, and it's just, I am so in awe of the middle grade books that deal. I feel like every single one that I've read recently was kind of like hard hitting and dealing with some really kind of difficult things. And so it's sad. It can break your heart and, just make you feel so many different things. And it's hard hitting and powerful, but at the same time, because it's middle grade, it's written in a way that is also really hopeful. It needs to be written in a way that kids can handle it. It is not something that completely wrecks you, and I am just really impressed by all of these books, and I'm really happy that I'm like reading more of them. So I'm definitely gonna read this tonight, and I'm thinking that I might watch a movie. So I finished reading the book and I give it 5 stars. It is an incredible book, and it's really, really important, and I loved it. And the thing that I loved so much was that her best friend and her brother were both super supportive. And so that was just so sweet and heartwarming to read about, and the ending was also really, really sweet. And I just loved it. And like, again, this book was really short, but it managed to do so much in such a short amount of time, and I would really, really recommend it. It's so quick to get through. It's really powerful and hard-hitting and sad, but really, really sweet at the same time, and I loved it. So it is like 11 p.m. and I'm not tired. I was tired earlier, but I'm probably gonna stay up at least until like 1, which is normal for me. I think I'm gonna watch a movie and just have a chill evening. It's the next day, and it's around 1 p.m. yet again, and it's time to continue with this readathon. I didn't wake up just now, but I haven't really had time to sit down and read, so we're continuing it now. And last night I got halfway through The Daughter of the Pirate King, and I'm really enjoying it. I don't remember exactly what I last told you about it, but basically the whole thing so far is on the pirate ship, and Alosa, the main character, she is kind of like a prisoner there, but she has a lot of different skills, and so she can, like get out of her cell and everything and look around the ship to find the map. But the whole finding the map thing has been taking a really long time, and so the plot isn't exactly moving anywhere. But the two main characters are really, really, really amazing, and their banter and everything is really fun. So right now, I have no idea where it's actually going, like what's gonna happen, like is she gonna find the map, like what is happening? But another thing that I started reading is Motor Crush. I got about 29% into that one, and I think I'm gonna probably read that first because it's a graphic novel and I'm gonna read it really quickly. So I'm gonna read that and then finish The Daughter of the Pirate King. Motor Crush is about this girl who is really, really great at driving, or, you know, and she participates in a lot of kind of shady races and stuff. And kind of similarly to The Wicked and the Divine, I don't really know how to describe the book and the plot because I am not quite sure where the plot is going. Yeah, the main character kind of does things that could potentially get her into trouble, but she is really good at what she does at the same time. And she is some kind of a not completely human person, so it's not clear what she is exactly, but she's not fully human. And that's about all that I have like gotten from it so far. I don't know if it's just generally it's really difficult for me to describe graphic novels, but I'm enjoying it. I really like the art in this as well. It's time for an update. I finished reading The Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller, and I really enjoyed it. It definitely wasn't perfect, but I had a lot of fun and I was so invested in the two main characters. I loved how morally gray they were, and I loved the romance in it. I do think I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I don't know what it is about this video, but I feel like every single one is a 4-star. So the book definitely picked up a lot after I talked to you. In the second half, there was a lot that happened, and I did really enjoy that. I felt like it all really came together nicely. It was definitely filled with much more tension and like danger and adventure in the second half. Overall, it was a really great book. I'm definitely going to be reading the second book. It is a duology, and yeah, it was really short and pretty quick to get through. I feel like it did take me quite a while to read it, but just because I've been getting really distracted. Now I'm 66% through Motor Crush, so I'm gonna fly through the rest of it and pick up my hopefully not last book, but we'll see, it depends. So I finished Motor Crush and I liked it. I am not sure what I'm gonna rate it exactly. It was really fun. There was a lot happening and I could understand it, but again, kind of similarly to The Wicked and the Divine, I wasn't completely sure what was happening, and it felt like there was so much happening at all times, and I did really like the main character. I'm definitely gonna check out the other volumes. The next book that I think I'm gonna pick up is The Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi. So I did mention that I was definitely gonna read Imagine Me by Tara Mafi, and it will be happening. But probably not today, because I was just thinking about it, and I know that I would really read it really quickly, and I really want to read it, but I literally felt panic at the thought of the series ending. Like, I just had such a strong emotional reaction to just thinking about the book being over that I just thought I should wait for a while, so I do think that I'm probably gonna vlog about it sometime. This book is actually a second book in the Children of Blood and Bone series, and I have been wanting to read this for ages, and so I think I'm gonna try to read this today. It is pretty much exactly 400 pages, which is a lot, but I think that I could read this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get to anything else, but it would be really great if I could read this. So, in case you didn't know, The Children of Blood and Bone is about a girl whose name is Zelly, and she wants to restore magic in the world. So her people used to have magical powers, but something happened that kind of took that away from them. So she goes on this journey where she has to get to this place where she can hopefully restore magic to the world. And it's like the type of a fantasy where a squad of characters go on a journey, which I absolutely love, and I was completely obsessed with the first book. So I don't know why it's taken me so long to read this. I just haven't heard that many people talk about it. And I did hear some not so great reviews, but at the same time, I've heard some people really love it as well, so. So I'm sorry about the really weird lighting. I just wanted to do a little bit of a longer update, and so I'm sitting here. I ate dinner and I've been chilling. I've been reading a little bit, and I was just updating my reading journal. I filled in the books that I've read recently. I haven't filled this in like a week at least. And then I also filled in the tracker of days read. I love journaling so much. Again, I haven't filled it in like a week, but it is so fun to fill things in daily and just over time every month. It is just so relaxing, and it's also amazing to look back on, and I'm obsessed. But anyway, when it comes to what I've been reading, so I picked up The Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tomi Adeyemi, and I got to 100 pages, and I am definitely enjoying it. Like I said, I love the characters. I'm enjoying it. I'm just like, I am not reading it as quickly as I wanted to. I've also been feeling really tired both today and yesterday, and I don't understand. So I really want to read this, and I don't know if I'm gonna love it as much as the first book, but I'm definitely enjoying it. Hello everyone, so it's the next day, and I want to wrap up this video. So late at night last night, I kind of flopped and I didn't actually read any more of anything. So yeah, I just ended up watching videos and a TV show and things like that. So I didn't read anything else, but it's definitely been a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you did, give it a thumbs up, because I would love to do this again. Subscribe for more videos like this. Have a great day, and I'm gonna see you soon in another video. Bye!